course right now, so I just kind of wanted to jump on while we have a few minutes and that people are paying attention to. What's going on, everybody? What's up, Isabella? How you doing? What's up, Joseph? What's up, Ryan Big Ray? What's going on? What's up, people on Instagram and the YouTubes? Thanks for being here. What's the good word? I got my In Bobby Sauce We Trust American flag shirt on right now. I felt like that was appropriate. I felt like that was apropos for this garbage bag of hot trash supposed voting rights bill, aka illusion. What is it, Bill? You're trash, but whatever. I just wanted to come on here and just take a couple of minutos to just do a little bit of to do some of my trademark screaming, as you've all come to expect. And you know how it is. You know how it's about to go down. So I figured I would just kind of chat about it while it's hot right now, because it just came out. I was at the gymnasium a few minutes ago, and I saw all up on the screen. You got Don Lemon, you got Fredo, you got you got Van Jones, aka Bus Jones, aka Cargo Van Jones, aka you're a goon. AKA I'm fake crying on TV and I'm wiping the tears off my glasses. That's not how tears work, Van. Like, everyone can see you. You're a bad actor. Like, get a clue. Dude, whatever, though. But you can't say that because you're the wrong color, bro. You can't say that, Bobby. It's like, okay, it's like every single thing is relegated to frickin' race, but whatever. Too bad like 99% of people don't even think about that. The true racists are the leftists, but whatever. I said what I said. Tickle my bag. Sorry about that. Sorry for telling the truth, but whatever. When in Rome was built in a day, I guess, apparently. Everything is garbage. Van Jones is a terrible journalist. I guess you could call him a journalist. It's gonna be so much better to be a parent tomorrow. It's like, oh, really, Van? This is how this guy was crying. It was so much better. It's gonna teach our kids that being a good person matters. It's like, those are your glasses, Van. Pick the glasses up and wipe the fake tears out of your eyes that aren't there. Like, we have eyes, we can see you. Like, we all have Ojos. We're watching you in high definition on a 73-inch screen, Van. Like, we're not watching this on our cell phone, Van. Like, we can see you in high def, you clown sneaker. And they're gonna it's like the guys, it's like, you're a bad actor. Like, that's why you work for a clown news network. Just saying. I said what I said, whatever. I heard I heard Van Jones is dating Kim Kardashian, which is hilarious, but whatever. Oh my God. Good grief, radioactive man, but whatever. It's going to be much easier to be a parent tomorrow. Okay. As soon as I posted my reaction to that clip of him just being an actual sneaker of an out of work clown, somebody sent me a picture, or somebody sent me a GIF of somebody like wiping their tears with like $100 bills, and I was just like, yep. I was like, big facts, large facts, quite possibly the largest facts of all time, but tickle my bag. So anyways, what I wanted to say, I'm not going to stay here for 1,000 hours, but I wanted to just open up your bag, lay it on the table, and just debrief, because there's a lot of people that don't pay attention to what's going on. And today was a very significant day in the US and day, and that's why I'm wearing my In Bobby Sauce We Trust shirt, available at bobbysauce.com, whatever, coupon code DONA. Anyways, so what I wanted to talk about is just a quick synopsis, a quick garbage review of this supposed voting rights actual bill, you garbage merchants, and how it's such a great thing that this thing got filibustered, because it's literal trash and is just an outrageous threat to just any and everything that we could possibly hold dear. But whatever, who cares about that? And I'm already telling you guys things that you already know, because you're woke, you stay woke, you remain woke. You know, your bags get tickled and you don't take no shit. But I still would like to review for the folks in the audience that don't know exactly what's going on. And then for everybody else, I'm just going to zip and zap and whatever and tickle my bag. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Thanks so much. And also, before I get started, I also want to give a big thanks to Anna Maria and to Lee. I got 2 very generous donations from them today, and I just want to let them know personally how much I appreciate that. Every dollar and every contribution counts, and I saw a couple orders come through on the store today. So my deepest thanks to both of you guys and to everybody else. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of this operation. Thanks for supporting your boy Bobby Sauce. And nonetheless, and I will continue. So thank you so much to them, and now I will continue. So what I just want to say is that, okay, we obviously know that the mainstream media is obviously in the bag, right? And I got to give it to these psychopaths. These people are very good at sloganeering and word manipulation. They know how to use the right words at the right times to manipulate the shit out of people. And it is crazy how good they are at it. And it's so good that you have to have a really high tolerance bullshit detector to be able to see through. So people like myself and people that pay a whole lot of attention to this stuff, that have the time and the luxury of paying attention to it, that make it a priority in their life to really pay attention to these things as they unfold. It's because of what I'm trying to do is just take that very complicated situation, highlight it for a little bit, put a little humor in there, tickle your bag, pop you in the dirt star, wear a crazy shirt, do a little bit of yelling, headbutt the sky, so you don't feel like you're reading a textbook in Mr. Johnson's class, or like you're watching Van Jones and you're just like, wow, this is uninteresting. I hate everything. So that's what I'm doing. That's my purpose. That's my journey here in whatever you want to call it, whatever. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm here to just give it just a quick bag tickle, just give you a quick credit card right in the anus there, and just kind of overview a couple of quick things just to pay attention to. And I just want anybody and everybody that has this conversation with any person tomorrow or for the next foreseeable future to just remember that these people are completely and totally full of shit. They are full of shit. This For the People Act, this supposed voting rights bill, has nothing to do with voting rights. These people are fucking liars. They are liars. Not only are they liars, but they are so savage in the gaslighting and how much that they just think and they just forget that we have the internet. Bill, we have the actual internet, and there are videos, side-by-side videos online where you can watch these psychopaths, these literally soulless, emotionless psychopath people say one thing 2 years ago and then literally say the opposite thing today. And it's not a left thing and it's not a right thing. It's certainly a whole lot more common on the left. It's certainly a whole lot more common in the Democratic Party, but they're all full of shit. And that is why my message has been from the beginning and will remain the same. The better view, the better operation, the better way that we continue on with a great America now until forever is smaller government. We need to get the power out of the hands of centralized, overbloated control structures that literally lie straight to our face. These people are sick in the head. And the only way for us to take our power back, the only way to us to have a real influence on how these things happen is to reduce the bloat, to take away the money that they get, to take away the power that they hold, and to stop giving attention to their bullshit infighting while they distract us from the far greater picture, which is them stealing all of our liberties and freedoms away and them just collecting fat stacks of cash from the day they get in office till the day that they die, whether they're in office or not. They all tickle each other's bag. They all pop in each other's anus. They're all on the same team. It's a big team and we ain't in it. And the best thing that we could do is look at the world from a libertarian, small government, sound money lens. That's the only way that the power actually goes back to us. It's the only way. It's not right. It's not left. There's a lot of Republicans that are full of shit. And there's a lot of Democrats that are full of shit. There's quite frankly a whole lot more Democrats, but that's not the point. It's not a right-left paradigm. That's what it is. That's what they want us to think. It so happens that generally speaking, the right is just, in my opinion, a lot better at a whole lot of things. And the conservative / libertarian view on things, I think, is better for America, better for freedom, and more down to our core values. And people don't even understand the prosperity that we would have if they were to give more freedom back to the people. But whatever, that's a topic for another day. I just want to highlight the fact that these people are liars. They're completely full of shit. And I just wanted to start this quick little thing with a 2-minute video that is on the Washington Post today. The Washington Post. If this is on the Washington Post, can you even imagine? Can you imagine the level of savagery? Dude. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this clip. It's 2 minutes long. I don't know how the copyright, whatever, like kick me in the bag, but I'm just going to play the audio and just whatever. And I'll tell you who's talking if you don't recognize their garbage voice, because they're garbage people and all they do is lie. And they are disgraceful. They should be ashamed of themselves. I don't understand how these psychopaths sleep at night, but whatever. I'll play the clip. This is a clip of Senate Democrats, and it's not just Democrats that do hypocritical things. Don't get me wrong; they're all in the bag. They're all trash for the vast majority of the case. You don't know who's a snake and who's not a snake. It comes out that this person's a grifter and this person's a whatever, and they're all trash. Which is why you got to pull the power away from them and vote for smaller government. But whatever. I'm just going to play this clip. This is a clip of like 4 or 5 different Democratic senators that supported the filibuster and now say that it's racist. Typical leftist way of going about things. I don't like it. It's racist. It's racist. Jim Crow. And even the garbage merchant, unqualified psycho serpent that is supposedly running our country, Vice President Krusty, even said that this is a Jim Crow relic. She just brings everything about race. These people are sick in the head. They're savage, and they should be ashamed of themselves because they're disgusting. How they just lie and gaslight the hell out of every single person and make every single thing about race when it's clearly not. But whatever. Here we go. I'm going to play this clip.
Let us go no further.
Oh, Chuck Schumer, the biggest lying sack of hot garbage, maybe to ever walk the planet of Earth, but okay.
Down this road. I hope the Republican leader and I can, in the coming months, find a way to build a firewall around the legislative.
This clip is from April 7th, 2017. Senate Majority clown sneaker Charles E. Dumpster Schumer. Senate Majority sneaker of an out of work, paid on the government dole clown shoe, a smudged shoe of a clown. Senate Majority clown sneaker Charles E., aka Chuck off the old block. You're trash, Schumer. This is a clip from April 7th, 2017.
I hope the Republican leader and I can, in the coming months, find a way to build a firewall around the legislative filibuster, which is the most important distinction between the Senate and the House.
The most important distinction between the Senate and the House. Not maybe, not sort of, the most important. This liar.
You were in the minority. You joined plenty of effort.
This clip now is from March 25th, 2021, 4 years later.
But filibuster legislation.
The big difference is that we were always willing to negotiate in a bipartisan way. Mitch McConnell isn't.
Why would you?
Oh, so he's saying that because he's willing to negotiate in a bipartisan way, that now he opposes it. But back then he wasn't. Okay, cool. That sounds about right.
I don't think this was the beginning of the end.
You're either for it or you're not. It's not some, but this specific thing. But because of this, you're either for it or you're against it. Chuck, you liar.
We cannot fail on key things to our democracy like S1 and every
key things to our democracy now is he doesn't want to fail on key things to our democracy, aka don't let the filibuster get in between them and them just doing whatever the hell they want.
Things on the table.
No, I'm not crazy about it.
Bernie Sandbags, the most financially illiterate sack of hot potatoes and garbage to possibly ever walk the earth, a literal socialist, and literally, please get off my lawn right now. Excuse me, get off my lawn. Yo, your lawn looks like trash. Maybe seed it, put some hay down. You're trash, whatever. February 19th, 2019. Bernard Sandbags, the most financially illiterate clown sneaker. Do you own a comb? Do you own a comb? Does your wife tell you to use a comb? Bernie, February 19th, 2019. Here's the clip. Bernard Sandbags, financially illiterate Sandbags, millionaires and billionaires until you're a millionaire. Then it's just billionaires. You're a liar, Bernie. You're a socialist.
No, I'm not crazy about getting rid of the filibuster.
I'm not crazy about getting rid of the filibuster. February 19th, 2019. Here's the second clip from March 17th, 2021.
At the end of the day, we have to end the filibuster.
Oh,
It's just unfair and undemocratic
unfair and undemocratic, you say?
for a minority of the Senate to prevent what the majority of people want in this country.
The majority of what people want in this country. I don't remember recording any vote about the For the People Act. Bernie, how are you going to make a statement that the majority of the company wants your trash bill? But whatever. 2 years later.
In the House and in the Senate.
Everybody I've talked to believe
Cory Booker, Cory Booker, New Jersey. Yo, Cory, have you ever been to New Jersey? This guy is a Mr. Potato Head liar, but whatever.
that the legislative filibuster.
This clip is from February 1st, 2019. Cory Booker.
And in the Senate.
Everybody I've talked to believe that the legislative filibuster should stay there, and I will personally resist efforts to get rid of them. I think
Everybody I've talked to wants it, and I will personally resist efforts to get rid of it. This clip is from March 10th, 2021.
the filibuster is going to be a defining debate. I think the filibuster is going to be a defining debate for our party, whether we want to start delivering real results. We need to deliver on the demands, not of Democrats, but of Americans who
No, you need to deliver on the demands of Democrats. You liar. Do better in your own state, you clown.
want to see their government function.
The government doesn't function, and this thing is not going to make it function any better. It's just going to allow you to ram through whatever it is that you want, you liar. Now, Senator Richard Blumenthal, who is a total and complete clown sneaker, Connecticut, where I'm from. You're a disgrace to the state, but whatever. Richard Blumenthal, 2014, November 6th.
Strongly oppose the filibuster, especially the abuse of filibuster. It's not so much the use, it's really the abuse that was the trademark of Republicans in the last session, will still in that session. But I would use, as Senator Murphy just said, every tool at our disposal. The rules are the rules. I've stated.
Oh, the rules are the rules. That's so interesting that he said that in 2014. This clip is from May 29th, 2021.
Repeatedly, literally for 10 years that I've been in the United States Senate, that I advocate abolishing the filibuster. Or
He just said that he literally has been saying for 10 years that he supports abolishing the filibuster, when there's literally a clip of him from 2014, which, in case you don't do math or you're too white for math or whatever, I don't know how math even works anymore because I don't have enough melanin, but whatever. This guy said it in 2014. That's not 10 years ago, Richard.
drastically reforming it.
I'm committed.
Oh, I want to drastically reform it. I'm going to play that one again because he's garbage.
Or drastic that I've been in literally for 10 years. The rules. I've stated repeatedly, literally for 10 years that I've been in the United States Senate, that I advocate abolishing the filibuster or drastically reforming it.
Oh,
I'm committed to
now Senator Christopher Coons, Delaware, 2018.
never voting to change the legislative filibuster. I'm not ready to get rid.
I'm going to play this one again because he said it quick because he's a clown sneaker. Senator Christopher Coons, Delaware, Delaware. What a surprise, Delaware. This is from
reforming it.
I'm
This is from December 21st, 2018.
committed to never voting to change the legislative filibuster.
Never voting. I'm committed to never voting. This is 3 years ago.
I'm not ready.
This clip is from March 11th, 2021, when Joseph Basement Werther's original 10% to the big guy, China, what city am I in right now? I'll have a rocky road, Jilly, is in the office. Okay, this is from March 11th, 2021.
I'm not ready to get rid of the filibuster yet. But frankly, Joy, we have to make progress and we have to deliver on the results the American people are looking for.
What about that nuclear?
Oh, I'm not for it, but we have to deliver, which means, okay, cool. Senator Dick Durbin, January 21st, 2018.
Option doing away with the filibuster.
With George Stephanopoulos, a literal Hillary Clinton plant, but whatever.
What about that nuclear option doing away with the filibuster?
Well, I can tell you that would be the end of the Senate as it was originally devised and created going back to our founding fathers.
Does it mean you should get
Oh, that was 2018. This next clip is from May 2021.
Get rid of the filibuster?
Well, we should obviously take a look at it. If it's going to stop essential business for the United States Senate, we have to reevaluate.
Oh, so now he wants to reevaluate it because it stops essential business. These people are liars. These two people are such total lying grifters. Disgrace. So that was just a couple clips, right? That was just a few of the Democrats, the Senate Democrats that said that that opposed it and now, or that were for it, never wanted to abolish it ever, and now suddenly mysteriously oppose it. Now, every single news article, if you just go online right now and you literally just type in voting rights, every single major news outlet is framing this in the way that they always do, because these are totally partisan, totally hack, leftist organizations that only care about pumping the agenda. New York Times, Republicans use filibuster to block voting rights bill. Voting rights bill. Yeah, like the Patriot Act. It's really a Patriot Act. Yeah, the voting rights bill. Oh my God, I hate these people. Dude, this is the worst, literally. For the people, Senate Republicans successfully stall for the people voting. Oh my God. Yo, this is the most garbage. Murkowski to vote no on voting rights bill. Filibuster rules debated again with voting rights bill vote, NPR. All of these voting rights and filibuster in the spotlight on Tuesday, Axios. Oh my God. Yo, look. This bill has absolutely nothing to do with voting rights. HR 1, the For the People Act of 2021, has absolutely nothing to do with voting rights and is a complete and total farce and a complete and total lie. And exactly how these people do it can be summarized as followed. First, they name it, they sloganeer the shit out of it. They gaslight you. If they tell you it's an act for something, it's oftentimes the exact opposite of what the act is supposedly called. If it's called the For the People Act, it's against the people. If it's called the Patriot Act, it's the most unpatriotic thing you ever saw in your life. These bills, these people know how to sloganeer the shit out of you, and they always do that. It's a Green New Deal. It's an infrastructure bill. Last time I checked, home care and giving jobs for people has nothing to do with infrastructure. These people are sloganeering liars, and they know how to manipulate the headlines, and they know how to use just the right words to manipulate somebody that is only a headline reader to just believe what it is before even understanding the details of the matter. That is how they do it, because they're detailed and they're smart. They are smart little snakes in the grass. They do this with every single thing. The For the People Act is not for the people at all. Who it's for is big government psychopaths. This is a 791-page long legislation package that includes a bunch of things that are related to voting and a bunch of things that just purely aren't and have nothing to do with anything. Now, as they listen to you talking about this voting rights act, voting rights, these people are insane. God, they are insane. I just want to give you some of the key changes to election laws that would be made if these literal psychopaths were actually able to push this garbage legislation and make it the law of the land. I just want to give you a couple of tips on what would happen if these psycho people were actually allowed to pass this bill. This bill, the HR 1 for the Garbage Act, for the Dumpster Act, for the Literal Dumpster Juice Act, would give the federal government the authority to administer all elections, which would basically federalize every single election in the United States of America. So every single thing that the federal government runs, it destroys and completely and totally ruins. So all of those powers that were held to the states would now be federalized. Which sounds like, I don't know, corruption, but whatever. Now, it would mandate automatic voter registration in all 50 states. Automatic voter registration is currently only mandated in only 19 states. So all 50 states, you would automatically be registered to vote just by simply existing. Which again, if this is the thing, this is where they get you on the lie. They're like, minorities can't figure out how to get a driver's license. They can't figure out how to get an ID card. They can't figure out how to register to vote. Every single person in America is either near an urban core and has access to people that can get them to a place where they could register to vote. They could register to vote at so many different places for so long, for months and months and months and months. You can register to vote. Any person with access to a computer, to the internet, to a cell phone that has internet access or Wi-Fi can register to vote in minutes, in literally minutes. You can register in minutes. And if you are unintelligent enough, if you are not capable to figure out how to register to vote, then how are you possibly qualified to pick and make a logical decision about who should run the United States of America, who should have the most powerful position on the earth? How could you possibly be qualified to make a decision like that if you can't figure out how to vote, how to register to vote, or how to get an ID card? You need an ID card to buy alcohol, rent a hotel room, rent a car, drive a car, literally do anything, walk into a bar. You need an ID to do so many different things, to open a bank account, to take out a loan, to have every single possible thing you could ever need to do. It would require that you have some form of identification. You need one to ride on a plane. So it's just like these people. So they're not doing, they have no bank account. They have no credit card. They have no loans. They don't drive. They don't register to vote. They have nothing at all. And then they're somehow qualified. I would wager that the amount of people in the United States of America that just pure and simple have no identification is probably a negligible fractional subset of a subset of a subset of a subset of people. Yet these liars are using it to automatically voter register 350 million people. Okay. Oh my God. Excuse me. The bill mandates same day and online registration as well. So you would be mandated that you would be able to register on the same day, which means that you would be able to wait to the day of the election. You would be able to walk up to the polls and register to vote in that very moment, in the same day. Dope. If you can't figure out how to have the wherewithal to register to vote more than one day, then how could you possibly have been qualified enough to make a decision? How much research did you do about who you think should be qualified to run the entire planet? But whatever. Who cares about that? Okay, cool. It mandates no-fault absentee ballots, which would do away with the signature or notarization requirements for absentee ballots, which means that you could get an absentee ballot and you would not even have to have a witness sign it. No, you would need no witness signature for any absentee ballot. Cool. That doesn't sound like any corruption. Dope. It would also force states to accept absentee ballots received up to 10 days after Election Day. 10 days. 10 days. 10 days after Election Day, they would be mandated to accept ballots, absentee ballots, up to 10 days. You could probably ship a letter from the furthest corner of the country, from Key West, Florida, to Seattle, Washington, in a considerably less time than 10 days in just the normal mail with a 50-cent stamp. Yet they're going to accept these absentee ballots up to 10 days later. Dope. Which means you could wait till after the election is over and send it with no signature. Dope. Cool. These people are psycho. It would prevent another provision in the For the Garbage Act. It would prevent election officials from removing ineligible voters from registries or confirming the eligibility and qualifications of voters. The bill would make it illegal. This bill would make it illegal to verify the address of a registered voter or to cross-check a voter registration list and find that an individual is registered in multiple states. It would not allow you to ever remove a registrant from any voter roll, no matter how much time has elapsed. Ever. Ever. For the people. The For the People Act. Are you fucking kidding me? This is insane. These people are sick in the head. They are disgusting, and they should be ashamed of themselves. You clowns, how dare you? God. Number 7, this bill, the H.R. 1 for the People Act, would ban state voter ID laws, which means that states would no longer be allowed to require an ID for voting and would be forced to accept signed statements from individuals claiming to verify who they say they are. Did you hear what I just said? States would no longer be allowed to require an identification for voting. Any state. They would be forced to accept a signed statement from an individual claiming to verify who they say they are. I'm Bobby Bag of Donuts. Here's a signed copy. Peace, God. I'm going back to Mexico. Like, what are you even talking about? These people are disgusting. The only Democrat that has any balls is Manchin, and they hate him. And in AOC, that garbage merchant posts all these memes of her staring him down. You're trapped. These people are sick in the head. It is disgusting. What kind of psychopath could possibly support this? Get a fucking clue. This bill, the H.R. 1 for the People Act, would ensure that... Oh my God. Would ensure that illegal immigrants are allowed to vote. The bill would shield non-citizens from prosecution if they are registered to vote automatically. Agencies would not be required to keep records of those who decline to affirm their citizenship. Oh, dope. Dope. Cool. Awesome. Great. And then this one will just punch you just right in the grundle. The H.R. 1 for the People Act would allow 16-year-olds to register to vote. And from January 1st, 2022 on, states would not be allowed to refuse a voting application from anyone age 16 or older. And additionally, states would be required, important word, required to carry out a plan to increase the involvement of individuals under 18 years of age in public election activities. Required under federal law, required to carry out plans to get people under the age of 18 to engage in public election activities. Required. A 16-year-old person cannot drive a car, rent a hotel room. You have to be 18 years old in the United States of America to legally purchase a can of spray paint. Let me repeat that. You have to be 18 years old to legally purchase a can of spray paint. Spray paint, look it up. You have to be 18 to legally purchase a can of spray paint, yet you would be automatically, cannot be refused, required to be registered to vote at age 16. These people are sick in the head. You could not buy a cigarette. You could not buy a cigar. You could not buy a beer. You couldn't buy a kombucha. You couldn't buy a kombucha that has 0.004 alcohol level. Kombucha! These are children. A 16-year-old does not even have the qualification to drive a car alone, to drive a car with a friend in it, to drive a car at night. This is insane. You can't even drive yourself to the bowl. You can't even purchase a can of spray paint for 2 more years. You can't buy a can of spray paint for 2 more Years. And you're going to lead me to believe that these individuals are going to be of the caliber necessary to evaluate the leader of the free world and discern between which one of them is best equipped for the job at the same degree of importance as somebody that is 70 years old, 60 years old, 50 years old, a billionaire, a multimillionaire, a business owner, a taxpayer, a homeowner, someone that owns assets, stocks, bonds, property, legitimate equities, different things, employs people. The same person that employs 5,000 people would have the same degree of importance voting as a 16-year-old that couldn't literally purchase a can of fucking spray paint. Like, what are we doing? This is infuriating. These people are disgusting. Voting rights bill. It's voting rights. Fuck you. Okay. Back to the labyrinth. Yeah. Cool. Dope. Great. Anyways. A 16-year-old can't go to an R-rated movie. You are not legally allowed to go to an R-rated movie at a movie theater. A movie. But you can vote. Dope. Cool. Listen to this one. This one really makes me really upset. As if all the other ones don't. The H.R. 1 for the People Act prohibits the publication of misleading information about elections. This bill would make it a federal crime to communicate or cause to be communicated information that is knowingly false or designed to discourage voting and could carry a prison sentence of up to 5 years. 5 years. You could go to prison for 5 years for communicating or causing to communicate information that is designed to discourage voting. That sounds like a First Amendment violation if I've ever heard one, but okay. Do you understand the power that this would give these psychopaths to just jail any political dissidents? Are we even paying attention to this? This is the United States of America, the land of the free. Unbelievable. A federal crime. Dope. Dope. The H.R. 1 for the People Act legalizes nationwide mail-in voting without an ID. Absentee voting by mail would be allowed in all federal elections and may not require an individual to provide any form of identification as a condition of obtaining an absentee ballot, and a witness signature would not be required. This sets the stage for unforetold corruption that has never been seen in the history of time. And all that would happen if this bill was to pass is there would never be a Republican ever elected to the president of the United States for the remainder of our time here on earth. This is the most corrupt and disgusting bill I've ever seen in my life. This should infuriate you. And I know that everything else does too, but this is disgusting. The H.R. 1 for the People Act promotes ballot harvesting. Any designated person would be allowed to return absentee ballots to any drop-off location or election office, so long as the person doesn't receive compensation based on the number of ballots he or she collected. Additionally, there would be no limit to the number of absentee ballots that any designated person could return. Which means that you could be compensated in fucking Dogecoin, which is not currently tracked or traced by any means by the United States government, or Bitcoin or BitChute or whatever bullshit. So you could just get paid in any number of ways. How are they going to know that? They're going to be able to monitor that 330 million people? Sure. So you could literally collect ballots. You could collect a truckload of ballots, and one person could deliver a truckload of ballots to the election office. Any designated person. Right now, I think the legal limit on absentee ballots is like 3 or maybe 5. You could have a truckload of them. Dope. This bill would require states to accept ballots 10 days after Election Day and would be required to accept any mailed ballots postmarked before or on Election Day that arrive within 10 days of the election. We already know, based on the literal signed testimony of a variety of different postal workers, especially that they were told to backdate ballots that were already past Election Day. So we already know that they can backdate the ballots. We know that they already got away with it. And now this would force it in every state in the nation. Dope. I hate everything. Okay. The H.R. 1 For the People Act would require colleges and universities to hire campus vote coordinators, would require them to hire campus vote coordinators. It would require institutions of higher learning to employ an official who would be responsible for informing students about elections and encouraging them to register to vote. It would incentivize voter registration by giving grants to institutions that have a high registration rate, which basically means, in short, the federal government, aka the taxpayer, would be paying colleges, which are already selling garbage education at sky-high prices for trash degrees that get people jobs that they don't even get, that they don't even want, that oftentimes are completely and totally worthless to people that probably shouldn't have them in the first place. They are going to be getting grants, aka payoffs, aka literal taxpayer buy-offs based on the number of people that they are able to register to vote. So you got all these people that don't want to register to vote that probably won't, and the school's going to get paid off, greased, literally bribed by the government to convince those young people to vote. Don't you think if you wanted to vote, you'd just vote? Don't you think that you would just figure out how to do it if you cared that much? Now you're going to pay them off. You're going to literally grease every higher learning institution in the entire nation. You're going to grip them with taxpayer dollars to convince people to vote that don't want to vote. Dog. I hate everything. I don't hate everything. Life is good, but this is trash. Oh my God, this has nothing to do with voter rights, but okay. It mandates that states make absentee voter boxes available for 45 days. 45 days. Drop boxes would be made available for individuals to drop off absentee ballots for federal elections at any time, 24 hours a day for 45 days. 45 days. Do you know how much video footage you would need to record, monitor, and review to ensure that these systems were not manipulated? A lot of these ballot boxes, they forced to be outside 24 hours a day, not monitored for 45 days. How much money that would cost to monitor those and keep track of these absentee ballot boxes? Insane. Insane. This bill, oh my God. This bill, the For the People Act, which has nothing to do with voting rights, also urges statehood for the District of Columbia and representation for territories. It points to the fact that DC is not yet a state. it appoints a commission that would advocate for congressional representation and presidential votes. Do a little bit of research about DC statehood, and you can see how DC was never intended to be a state, how DC was land that was given to the District of Columbia by the surrounding states. If anything should happen with DC, they should make DC just the land around the federal properties and give those areas back to the neighboring states, because it was never intended to be a state. If that's how they really feel about it, then they should just give that land back to the states that gave them to them, because that was never supposed to happen. This is just a total grift to get more Democrats in, to get more Democratic representation in Congress, but whatever. Oh my God, I hate everything. It would require states to redraw congressional district through independent commissions, taking power away from state legislators, and the bill would require redistricting to occur through commissions that are also required to show racial, ethnic, economic, and gender diversity. Yeah, I'm sure those commissions will be independent, and I don't understand how those things are relevant. Look, these people are using very colorful words and very colorful, super woke terms to convince you that this is a good idea, when the reality is it just takes the power away from one thing and gives it to them and their buddies. It's a complete and total lie. It's a complete manipulation of words. It's sloganeering, and they're lying. Oh, God. This one is especially stupid as hell. They would have oversight, and I'm skipping a few here because there's a lot of stuff in here, but I'm just skipping over the ones that I find to be the most egregious. The H.R. 1, supposedly For the People Act, supposedly whatever, garbage act, would have oversight of online political advertising. Oversight of online political advertising. A provision called the Stand By Every Ad Act would stop campaign dollars from covering any form of advertising over the internet. Let me repeat that. It would stop campaign dollars from covering any form of advertising over the internet. The only place that libertarians, conservatives, and people that are pro-America, pro-freedom, and pro-liberty, the last bastion of freedom, the last bastion where they can find truth, is the internet. Television is compromised. All the mainstream news outlets are compromised. Every mainstream media outlet is compromised. The only free beacon of distribution of actual things that we want to find is the internet. And this For the People Voting Rights Act would stop campaign dollars from any form of political advertising over the internet, which means that every single advertising dollar would have to be done in print, which is extremely inefficient. Oh, I thought it was about the environment, you psychos. That's gasoline mailing all these letters around. That's printed material. That's ink. That's trees. That's paper. That's gasoline. That's oil. That's car accidents. That's strength. That's using all the infrastructure. Oh, we have weak bridges and roads. Yeah, let's force every single political ad to be printed out and thrown out. Then you got to recycle all that, throw all that out. It's insane. Plus, who has control over all of the other institutions where all of that advertising exists? Leftists. They have control over all of that. So by stopping it from being on the internet, that would completely impede any of their ability to reach people like us, people that seek the truth and do their own research, that don't just have it spoon-fed into their ass by some completely compromised and totally bought out media company. That, mind you, is owned by 6 companies that run the entire media world. But whatever, who cares about that? This bill would allow, okay, so the other night I watched an episode of American Greed, and it talked about how the oversight for how politicians use campaign dollars is already hot garbage. There's an American Greed episode. It's the most recent episode. It just came out the other day. It's called It's called like Congressional Liar or something like that. If you want a little bit more information to see how much they don't oversee these campaign dollars, go and watch it. It's a good episode of American Greed. Go and check it out and watch it. But this bill, the H.R. 1 For the People Act, would allow politicians to use campaign funds for personal use. Yep, you heard that right. Allow politicians to use campaign funds for personal use. The bill legalizes the use of campaign donations for personal expenses, such as childcare. Yep. Legalizes the use of campaign donations for personal expenses. What does that have to do with voting rights, you psychopaths? The H.R. 1 For the People Act. Oh my God. Would change the rules around conflicts of interest for the president and vice president. It would require that the president or vice president divest all financial interests that could pose a conflict of interest for them, their families, or anyone with whom they are negotiating or who is seeking employment in their administration. People like Donald Baseball, for example, has a large family. And if you were to cancel out any person who is seeking employment in their administration, who they are negotiating or is seeking employment, the thousands of things that this person would have to divest from and his entire family, it would essentially decimate any business that you were to build over your lifetime. So any person that wanted to run for president just wouldn't, or vice president that would be capable wouldn't, because they would be legally forced and mandated to divest from all of their financial interests that could pose a conflict of interest for them. Could pose. The words are very important. This is very colorful language that allows these people to tie people up in litigation. Could pose. Could pose. What do you mean could pose? That's like saying if there's a donut in Fort Lauderdale that I could eat it. It's like, dog, this is insane. These words, these very colorful words in this, let me remind you, 791-page bill. They are using a very little set, and this is exactly how they do it. They give you 791 pages, and there's one sentence on page 706 that destroys some massive part of your life that you have absolutely no idea about. But whatever, who cares? Those are just the primary highlights. Now, there's obviously other things. There's obviously other things on this bill that are disgusting, but you get the idea. I just highlighted what I believe to be some of the most significant parts of this bill, and it is troubling. And the thing that's just so sad about this is that the vast majority of people that don't take the time to read articles like this, to pay attention to this type of media, to pay attention to this type of information, the people that don't take the time to do that will read a headline that says Republicans use filibuster to block voting rights bill in the New York Times. The New York Times newspaper is read around the world. Yahoo News. Voting rights bill fails in Senate as focus shifts again to the filibuster. The For the People Act, the sweeping voting rights bill championed by Democrats, was blocked in the Senate today. Yahoo News is such a garbage website. This is what it says in Yahoo News. The legislation, these people are sick in the head, man. These people are sick. The legislation would have made it easier. Has anybody had a difficult time voting? Fuck you. Would have made it easier for people to vote by mandating 15 days of early voting and no excuse absentee voting, allowing for same-day voter registration, unlimited ballot collection, enacting automatic registration for federal elections, and lowering identification requirements. That's such colorful language for saying you don't need an ID, which means you could be anybody. You could be Billy Bag of Donuts, and you could literally travel from state to state to state to state, throwing in absentee ballots and voting in person and saying, I'm Billy Bag of Donuts. I'm Joey Bag of Tuna Fish. I'm Billy Sneakerhead. And you could just travel around the country and vote as many times as you want. President Joe Biden. Oh, Yahoo News is literal trash. Get a better website, you trash merchants. I'm like trying to read their garbage article on their garbage website, and it's just like refreshing because it's like you're not enabling ads, so I can serve you trash ads. Cool. There's another article on here from NBC News. Anyways, President Joseph Werther's original "That Girl Looks Like She's 19 and She's Actually 6" called the vote "the suppression of a bill to end voter suppression, an attack on voting rights." Cool. Oh my God. Dude. These guys are such trash. Trash. There's an article on NBC News that just came up on the sidebar of this website. Oh, where did it go? Here it is. I've never seen this article before. The title of this article, NBC News, "Why Black People Are Disproportionately Dying in Traffic Accidents." Why? Why are they disproportionately dying? Let's see. The number of Black people who died in such crashes was up 23%, the largest increase in traffic deaths among racial groups. Literally said, this is an actual quote. "Black people tend to be overrepresented as walkers in this country. This is not by choice. In many cases, Black folks cannot afford motor vehicles." Oh my God. "And people that walk in this country tend to experience a much higher rate of traffic fatality. We're talking 8 to 10 times more. It's a perfect storm of lots of horrible forces." Have you ever considered that maybe people choose to live in more urban areas maybe they choose to not have a vehicle? You know how many Black people live in New York City, live in major urban America? Do the vast majority of Black people want to live on the out in the countryside? Maybe they don't. Maybe that has nothing to do with race. Have you ever considered that they just don't want to be in there? But okay. Black people are more likely to face traffic injuries. Black pedestrians are 82% more likely to be hit by drivers. Listen, this has nothing to do with anything, but I'm just going to tell you this. I drove to the gym earlier tonight. At night. It was getting dark, but I could still see pretty well. On my way to the gym, which is a 15-minute ride, there were at least 7 people of color in the roadway, crossing multi-lanes of traffic at night. No one forced them to cross these roads. No one looked at their race. They just did it. And as you're accelerating up to them and you're passing on this road while other cars are behind you, they're literally walking across the street. They're not paying attention whether or not you're going to shift a lane. What if you're not looking? What if you're looking at something else? What if you're looking into your rearview mirror so you can see if you got to shift that lane so you can make the upcoming turn? These people are literally walking. Now, this is just me in one city, in one town in America, and I literally saw 7 people of color crossing roadways, not at crosswalks, not when the light turned green, which every single road has, just walking. No one told them to do that. That's them. These people just chalk everything up to race. These people are sick in the head. Nobody has the depth of understanding to understand that people make decisions, and that ultimately determines the vast majority of things that happen in their life. By just assuming that because they're Black, that they just got hit by a car, or because they're Black, that they can't afford a car. You know how many white people can't afford cars? You know how many white people there are that walk places? This is such garbage. These people are disgusting. It makes me so sick. I'm like, dog. So it's like, Every single thing they disagree with is racist. This For the People Act is not for the people. It is a complete and total farce. It's a complete and total lie. They are sloganeering and gaslighting the hell out of all of us. These people are liars and grifters, and they should be ashamed of themselves. And it's disgusting. And the vast majority of people don't take the time to look with any level of depth into these issues to see the truth of how these people lie. They know people only read the headlines. They know people only watch the news. They know that only people read just the New York Times. They know that people stay in these echo chambers. They know that we have headline readers. And because of that reason, they are using that to gaslight all of us and suggest that we're somehow racist or somehow anti whatever because we don't agree with their completely bullshit 791-page lie that somebody else had to digest down into this really long article for Epic Times, and then I had to go then and redigest it back down to deliver it here. The vast majority of people don't even know this stuff, and people that pay attention don't even take the time to read this. This is a 2,000-word article. This is a 791-page bill. The amount of time that it took this person to write this article is hours and hours and hours and hours of time. Reading a 791-page document, just reading it, not even identifying the flaws, itemizing them, numbering them, pointing them out, and then distributing it. You're talking hours upon hours upon hours upon hours of time. And they just summarize it as for the people. It's a Voting Rights Act. These people are sick. They're disgusting. They should be ashamed of themselves. They have no soul. And then they're going to lie straight to your face and say, I never supported it. I said no 10 years ago. And there's just a video of them in high definition, 1080p, sitting there with their stupid old face being like, meh, I never said that. Here's a video of you saying that. But this trash media that we have, they don't do anything to highlight it. Kudos to the Washington Post. I never thought I'd say it in my life, but kudos to the Washington Post for putting that video together that I played at the beginning of this, live stream. It's like, what the hell, man? So just everything is trash. The world is garbage. And I just wish that more people would understand that these types of lies happen every day, not just by Democrats, but also by Republicans. If when you centralize power and you don't let people pay attention and the media is bought and paid for, they can lie straight to your face, torpedo it up your noose, and get you to beg for more. And the vast majority of people are woefully ignorant to these facts, are completely and totally uninformed. They have no people in their social circle that are willing to tell them the truth. They have no people in their social circle that are willing to tell them that they're full of shit, that the stuff that they're talking about is untrue. Nobody wants to be that guy or that girl or that they or that Z or Zer or whatever you want to call yourself. People don't want to be that person. They don't want the social problem. But what I wish people would realize, what I wish everyone would understand is that on the other side of you being a patriotic person, of you being a great American, of you being a person that only peddles the truth, there's a lot more positive coming your way. There's a lot more pro-America freedom coming your way. And the people that you lose will be far less superior than the people that you will gain. The amount of people that have come into my life as a result of me going on the other side of this and actually speaking out about it is unquantifiable value. People that I think will be around in my life for the remainder of it. And the other people that were fair weather friends that didn't like what I said, that disappeared from this conversation or whatever, were not my friends in the first place. And that will happen to all of you when you go on the other side of this. And that's what we need. That's the only solution to this, because these people are going to keep lying to us and gaslighting us forever till the cows come home. That's how they do it. And this is just yet another glowing example of how they lie in real time. And thankfully, for the filibuster, they were able to stop this bill for now. But who knows what will happen next? So whatever. You can't get an ID because you have this skin color. That is garbage. You don't have a car because you're black. That's insane. These people are disgusting. And the thing that's so sad about it all is all these people that write all these articles are employees. All the people that spout all this stuff on TV are employees. They sign the back of the check, not the front of the check. Their words are not their own. Their opinions are not their own. They're just towing the line for the person above them that writes their paycheck. They have no spine. They're not willing to sacrifice for the truth. They just are spineless, and they will pound this down everybody's throat without any concern as they go and collect their paycheck. I wish that they would take a little bit of a look in the mirror about how they're damaging the great nation that gave them all the freedoms that they have, and watch as they try to encourage people to beg to have their freedoms taken away. You should be ashamed of yourself. That we got to be on Instagram live streams instead of telling jokes. We got to be yelling about this shit because these people are disgusting and insane. That this is what we have to talk about. This is how we have to spend our time. Arguing and going against these people that are purely in it for the money, that don't care about anything else, that don't care about the country or their children or freedom or what got us here or the troops or the wars that we fought or any of the things that made us the greatest and freest nation the world has ever known in the history of human existence. But they don't care about that. They just care about getting a higher position at their job, making more money, or gaslighting everybody, or virtue signaling to show how great they are. Complain about how they don't have opportunities. The people that I know that complain about the lack of opportunity are the laziest people I know. The people that complain, the people that are super leftist, make no money. They are the most grifting, lazy people I ever met in my life. People that understand that you reap what you sow, that you work really hard for something and you get it. Those are the people that often side on the side of personal responsibility, freedom, liberty, and America. And those are the people that understand the truth. And that's what you guys are, because you understand that when you work really hard for something and you have grit and you have mental toughness and you believe in freedom and you believe in yourself and you never give up, you win. That's what America is. That's what America's founded on. These people are little babies. They want mommy and daddy to take care of them from cradle to grave. They want daddy government to hold their hand and feed them a spoonful of applesauce and give them a paycheck for existing. These people are sad. They're hurting inside. They don't understand what personal responsibility means. They blame everything on everything else. It's a mental disability, in my opinion. And I wish that they would just take a closer look at themselves and realize that the mental toughness that they don't have is the reason that they're so butthurt about all this stuff. If they would just understand that hard work plus grit plus doing things consistently for a lifetime brings you unforetold success. It's worked a million times over. There's no secret to success. The secret is out. I listened to Hardcore Closer today. Ryan Stewman talk about this today on his story. He's like, there is no secret to success. It's not a secret at all. There's a million books. There's a million successful people. They talk about it. They give conferences on it. They give speeches on it. It's no secret. Work hard, care about it, never give up, never quit, do things that people love, and prosper. Work hard. That's it. That's the secret. There you go. It's not a secret anymore. It was never a secret. Work hard. That's it. But hey, whatever. This is a patriotic message. This is a message that's so hard for people to fathom. It's like, what are we even doing? It blows my mind that like this most basic and obvious pro-America message is like somehow is like out of the norm. That me just saying these things that are so obviously true, it's like uncommon. People are like, thanks for saying that. I'm like, it's like this stuff's obvious, but it's just sad because people are just like, oh, take care of me, daddy. Take care of me, daddy. And it's like, they just get popped. It's no way to live. It's no way to live. And because of this lack of personal responsibility, every single person in America hurts for it. And if you don't know how to identify the sloganeering and the word manipulation that these people use to convince us that it's a way that it actually isn't, you're toast forever. They can lie to you about anything. They could get you to wear a diaper, get the juice, eat a donut, vote for Maya, what's her face, Maya Wiley. They could just goose you for the duration of your life. Take some personal responsibility for the things that happen to you and the success that you do or don't have. Work harder, work smarter. This is the greatest system the world has ever known. It's like, if you can't do it in this, then you got no chance. That's evolution for you. If you're getting clapped, that's because you're not working hard enough to not get clapped. It's like, sorry, hard truth, but that's what it is. But whatever. I'm gonna read some comments here. I think I'm good with the zap. Just zapped for a while. Thank you, Barbara. Barbara on Facebook says they regurgitate trash. Do they want success? Probably not. They just like being the victim. Yeah, because I don't know that they like being the victim as much as they just don't like working. They don't like working hard. Yo, I want to say thanks to everybody that got the badges here on Instagram. As always, like I said, I appreciate that so much. So thank you so much for buying the badges on Instagram. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys all for watching. Katie Eldon 5, thank you so much. The Megan Hayward, thank you so much. I've seen you buy badges a bunch of times. Thank you for that. Ryan Big Ray Fozzie, another badge. Thank you again. Appreciate you. Fufu Mal, thank you so much. Ocean Blue 77, thank you so much. Sean 87 Callahan, appreciate you, brother. Chooks Official, always appreciate you, my man. OK05, Jillian Kelly 3, thank you guys so much for buying the badges on Instagram. I appreciate it. What up, Ricky Lynn? What's going on? Ricky Lynn on Instagram says hi. Love you. Thank you so much. Love you too. Appreciate all the stuff that you do as well. Voicing the truth to these lames out there. I also appreciate, while I'm on the subject, I appreciate the fact that I keep seeing the same people in here over and over and over again. It's so awesome. I always see Cherie Dot in here. I always see MSVT in here. I always see Chooks in here. I always see Ryan Big Ray in here. All these people that I always see in the room. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. Hit me with some questions. Anybody got some questions? Thank you, Christian Lee Lock Army, for the badge. Appreciate that. And sorry for anybody that I didn't mention that's always in here. Tom Aviator, I'm always here, but I never comment. That's what's up. Ryan Big Ray got the shirts. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Thank you so much. What's up, Jessica? I see Jess Tootle all around. I am Hedendal. I see you all the time for sure. Appreciate you guys. Yo, Chooks, hit me up, dog. Chooks, hit me in the DM, my guy. You always say that. You said you need a combo. Hit me up in the DM. A Mark Life is always here. That's what's up. What's going on? M Rogers is always here. We got the gang. The whole gang is here. Jay Cook 11 bought a badge. Jay Cook's always here. Appreciate that. I appreciate that I'm getting you guys to come over and over and over again. I really appreciate that. Melissa 712. I've been here a lot. That's what's up. What do I think about the Ron Forst juice bill? I don't know anything about that yet. I did see that today. It doesn't sound very good to me. Any thoughts on why Stacey Abrams is switching her view on voter ID? I have no idea, but she is not good. What's up, Alicia? Will Sharp says on Facebook, I'll be sporting it when I go see Tommy Vex. That's what's up. Somebody mentioned to me when I was in St. Louis this weekend for First Form, they were like, "Yo, I'm in the Sauce Squad," and I was like, "Yo, gang," I was like, that's what's up. Will Sharp said on Facebook, "Did you see what I said about getting in contact with Eric July? He's a hardcore libertarian. You would have some disagreements with him, but he's got a very interesting outlook." Yeah, I mean, Will, if you can hit me up, Will, contact him. I don't know who that is. I don't know who Eric July is. But I'm all for talking to people. I'm all for talking to other people. What's up, WCGM31? What's going on? People are asking about this forced juice bill from Ron DeSantis. I don't know about it yet, but it just sounds bad. I got to do some more research on it, but I haven't had a chance to yet. A Mark Life says, talk about the New Zealand trans Tokyo Olympics. I've seen a lot of commentators talking about that story today. Look, I think that you already kind of know my opinion on it. It's like you have a biological advantage, especially in something like weightlifting. I mean, it's like, bro, the guy competed in weightlifting, wasn't able to win anything, and now she's gonna go and win a weightlifting Olympic. It's like so unfair to the women. I just feel like it's so unfair to females, biological females. I'm not being a T-phobe. I'm not anti-T. I'm just saying it's like you have a biological advantage. I just feel like it's unfair. Bring Vexed and come over and save Portland, Oregon, please. I don't know that I can save anything, but who likes this In Bobby Sauce We Trust shirt with the rainbow sleeves? I love this shirt. It's awesome. Anybody that's just rocking the American flag on their sleeves is just a straight up thug. IMO. Barber said on Facebook, did you see that Harris is going door to door to intimidate people to get the juice? No, but that sounds right on brand. She's trash. Mayday 11/11 poker, yes, not weightlifting. I agree. It's like weightlifting is so obvious, and then the BMX rider. It's like, come on, dog. I don't know. I just wonder how history will look back on these things. Joanna Prevost says, "Are you going to create more artwork?" Hey, Joanna. I mean, I would. You know what I bought today for all the people that were on the live stream the other day, where I was drawing this artwork. Free donut art, which I'm going to ship out to Chooks, and this one that went to that winning bidder, the crack drawing. I just bought some no crinkle, some like hard paper envelopes today. They're gonna come on Amazon. I bought on Amazon my deepest apologies. They'll be here the day after tomorrow. They'll be here on Thursday, and then I'm gonna ship all the artwork out. Joanna on Facebook, she says, "Are you going to create more artwork?" Joanna, my original offer stands. If you Venmo me $25, I will create you some artwork. If you Venmo me more than $25, email me your address. I will create you a unique piece of Bobby Sauce original artwork, and I will sign it and I will ship it to you. I bought 25 of them today, so if you want to send me a Venmo, I will make you a piece of crack artwork. I will blow garbage through a straw. I got to be careful saying that C word because I think I got clapped for it last time. This is dicey. Do you even art, bro? Yeah, Chooks, that's right. You didn't send me your address. I can't even send you that. Any tips on not getting screwed over while creating my own product, says Kelly. It depends what kind of product you're talking about. What product are you talking about? Becky on Facebook says, "I appreciate your informative videos." Thank you, Becky. I appreciate that. Chastity Young says, "If I send you a picture of Donnie's shadow on Mount Rushmore, would you print it on a t-shirt?" It depends. Did you take the picture, Chastity? Depends. What up, Vinny 56? Yeah, macaroni necklaces, yes. People are saying you got to read about Ron's juice bill. Yeah, I gotta do that. Cherie says I want cheese on mine. Will Sharp says on Facebook, you got to get cocky with it, man. I want merch that says Bobby's the shit. I mean, I already have merch that says "In Bobby's sauce we trust." I mean, that's pretty cocky. I mean, I literally sell shirts that say Chooch and then my name on them. So, I mean, that's pretty cocky. I mean, I don't know that I want to write the word shit on a shirt. I mean, I don't know. For whatever reason, I just don't want to press it too much. Is there a way, Diana says, is there a way I can get that t-shirt I asked for? Yeah, email me, woke@bobbysausalito.com. Woke, WOKE @bobbysausalito.com, or fill out the contact form on bobbysauce.com and ask me what you want. Chastity says, I took it yesterday. I don't know how actual real photos will look on a t-shirt printed, Chastity. So I don't know. It depends. But M. Rogers says, you just wore your own face to First Form. That's right, I did. I wore my own face on the Real AF podcast. That was watched 25,000 times on Andy's podcast, and I posted the photo on my story or on my page and has thousands of likes. I wear my face on shirts all the time. It's a flex, I gotta say. It's a flex. I have never met another person ever that has their own face on their own shirt and is wearing it. So I feel like it's a pretty good flex. Mayday 1111 says, can you put maybe on a coffee mug? Yeah, of course I can. I could probably do that right now while we're on the live. I'm making something to adjust how clothes fit, and I don't want who makes the prototype to steal my idea. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about that, Kelly Diaz. I don't know anything about that, to be honest. My assumption would be apply for a trademark or apply for a patent it, and then patent the, you know what I mean? I don't know. You got to find somebody that you trust. But I really don't know. I can't really weigh in on that. Somebody just said that they want maybe on a coffee mug. I believe that I already have that, but I'm going to check right now. And if I don't, I'll put it in the store right now. I have maybe. You're right. I do not have maybe on a coffee mug. I have it on an insulated stainless steel water bottle. So whoever just asked about that, I'll put it in the store right now. Whoever just asked about that, about the maybe coffee mug, do you know how to find the new items? Actually, it doesn't matter. I'll just classify it. Do strangers ever ask you if the photo on your shirt is really you? Yes, they do. Actually, a few people have asked me if it's me. A few people have been like, "Who's that on your shirt?" And I was like, "Me." It's my face. Like I said, though, it is a flex. It's like it's like a double take. Like somebody sees it and they're just like, "Who would wear their face on their own shirt?" And then it's like, sauce. Believe it. Was that Mayday 1111 said that they didn't see it? Yeah, I'm gonna make it right now. I'm gonna make the coffee mug right now. Chris Oldham says you're kidding me on a shirt. I already have a "you're kidding" on a shirt, I believe. Let me see. I'm gonna put the maybe on the coffee mug right now for this person, gentleman, for this Z or Zer. What do you look for in companies to make your own merch? I like the one that I use because they're quick. I've had very few issues, no returns really. They fix issues. They refund it if the shipping gets lost. They ship in 48 hours. It's good. It's a good company. They do a really good job. The new slang, they don't want the sauce. Do you still have the NOPAT? Yeah, I have the NOPAT. Somebody said, "How was Nelly at first form?" It was awesome. It was funny. It was like I was in high school again and again. It was like being in high school. They don't want the sauce. Yeah, true that. It's not you on the shirt, though. It's Billy. It's hard for me to keep track of the comments and then the replies to the comments. What is the... You got to remind me. Chris says, "I want "you're kidding me" on a shirt." Yeah, I gotta. Chris, can you email that to me? woke@bobbysausalito.com. I want "you're kidding me" on a shirt. Can you email that to me? woke@bobbysausalito.com, and I'll make one for you. I'm making the maybe mug for whoever just asked for it. Pompeo. My man yelled at Pompeo at me when I was in St. Louis. I got Pompeo yelled at me, which I was very appreciative of. So nice. For whoever just asked about the maybe mug, it's in the store now. Yeah. What time do you get up in the AM since you stay up so late? Like usually like 10 o'clock. 10 or 10:30. Pompeo, yeah. I love that one as well. So whoever just asked about the maybe mug, it is in the store now. Just go to the store and type in maybe. Just type in maybe and you'll see it. I just added it to the store. Whoever just asked for it. Mayday, I think that was you. Yeah. It's pretty cool actually. I made it in red, blue, and black, and then I made on the back of it, which you can't see. You're not going to see it until you actually buy it. On the back, it has the Bobby Sauce logo on the back, so it's pretty cool. I'll show the people on Instagram real quick. This is it right here. Then on the back, it's got the logo. And it's like in red, black, and blue. Just a heads up. It's on bobbysauce.com. Just go and type in maybe. It's there. It's time to take a Zorro Ranch and have a sauce rave. Yeah, I mean, I like to rave. Will says, how do you look at social issues leaning more to the conservative side? I tend to make more of a libertarian angle when it comes to trans and abortion things, in that I have a hard time giving a shit. All I want is low taxes and a thriving economy. Yeah, I mean, that's a loaded question. That's a pretty loaded question. It's hard. Each individual issue is its own conversation. So that's a tough question right now, Will, on Facebook. Angel XOX says, my son also does a Bobby Shaw shuffle. I wish I would have got. Oh yeah, Angel XOX, you sent me that video that I posted in my story the other day. That's right. She posted a video of her son saying like Joey Basement or something. It's pretty funny. Kelly says, what if you make a maybe mug with a pic of the face you say when you say maybe? What's the face that I say when I say maybe? Like, maybe. I don't know what face that would be. TBH. I'll stick around for like 5 more minutes and then I'm gonna jump. Nice. Thanks, Anissa, for just buying the maybe mug. That's what's up. Somebody sent me a video today of their gym, their home gym, and he had a what is it now? Sticker on the wall. It was pretty sweet. I was like, hell yeah. The face you make when you say maybe. Yeah, I don't know. What is that? What is that face though? I don't know which face I use. Guitar Dad Bod. I met you at FitCon in Dallas. You're the man. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Hi from Madrid. What's up? Yeah, it's been really cool meeting people in real life. Everybody's been super nice. Nobody's been weird. It's been really cool. All the feedback has been very friendly and nice and cool and good and awesome. Sean said, what's the discount code? The coupon code was crack. I can't say it. I don't want to get clapped. I don't want to get clapped. Clap, 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 clap. White Rabbit says, I found you on We the People Radio. I love your take on things from them until now. Cool. That's what's up. Thank you. A Marked Life says, where am I going next? Where am I going next? Denver. I'm going to Denver. Denver is my next spot. Denver. I'd like to go to Chicago in September. Will's following up on that question on Facebook. No, I know you didn't mean to put me on the spot. It's just I just don't want to. I don't have enough time to talk about that tonight, and it's dicey. It's intense. It's also kind of difficult to talk about on these platforms. So I'll save that topic for another day. But I do appreciate the question. Mila says, I'm obsessed. I have my Take Nap sweatshirt. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Chook says, I lived in Denver for a year. It's awesome. That's what's up. Yeah, I have a couple friends that live out in Denver, so I'm gonna go out to Red Rocks and go to a show there because I love Red Rocks. Which is, I hate to say it, outdone by the Gorge. If anybody has been to the Gorge is the best outdoor music venue in America. I've been to probably 150 music festivals. I've probably been to probably over 2,000 concerts. The Gorge is the greatest outdoor music festival in America, music venue in America that I've ever been to. I bet there are other comparables, but it's pretty good. And Red Rocks is definitely my number 2. But there's probably some other cool ones. There's like an underground cave somewhere, I think in like Mississippi or something. There's like a cave, or in Tennessee or something. And then there's another one in Los Angeles. It's like a natural, like a natural amphitheater of some kind. Not natural, but it's like in the woods. I forget what that one is. The gorge is awesome though. I'm in Shy. Come through anytime. I'm legally strapped up. All right, then. I was supposed to see Hippie Sabotage at Red Rocks last May. Yep. Yeah, I love Red Rocks. That's one of my favorites. Kelly says, I want to thank you for all the advice you give us. I used it to come up with my small business name. That's what's up. What's your small business name? What's up, Joanne, on Facebook? Misty says the cave is in Tennessee. Yeah, that's what I thought. Cool. Yeah, I want to go to that cave sometimes. Yeah, the Gorge is in George Washington. Agreed. The Gorge is my favorite music venue I've ever been to, except you can't drink beer anywhere other than like the main alcohol area, which is dumb. You like can't walk around with a beer. It's stupid. And they can't give you bottles of water because it's a national park. Also stupid. They'd rather you just die. It's really dumb. Leave it up to the government. Super dumb. Alex on Facebook says, thanks for all the positivity. Been to the Gorge once, heard Rush from the top of the RV at the campsite. That's what's up. The Gorge is a lot of fun. Zero Cool says, do a show at a rave. Yeah, that would be great. I would love to. Maybe I'll do some comedy at Bonnaroo. People be like, this guy's not woke, man. They'd probably clap me. So we'll see. One day. I saw Sebastian Maniscalco was doing a show at Red Rocks, which is freaking amazing. That's so sick. So that's something to look forward to or look up to or whatever, quest for. I was like, that's dope as hell. It's probably pretty amazing. Do comedy at Red Rocks, 10,000 people. That's fucking tits. People smoking blunts. Pretty cool. It's just like sitting on a bench. You're just like sitting on a bench in a natural rock amphitheater watching Sebastian Maniscalco deliver comedy and you're just smoking a blunt. It's fucking awesome. I mean, I wouldn't be because I don't smoke weed anymore, but pretty cool. Alexa says, hi, forehands. What's up? Holy Christmas. That's pretty funny. I do love Northerly Island in Chicago during the summer. Northerly Island, isn't it called something else? Oh, he's talking about an actual place. Amy says, I really want you and Anomaly to tour, political commentary / comedy tour. Yeah, I would. I mean, that would be sick. I would love to do that. Sebastian is from the Chicagoland area. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, Anomaly is way bigger than me, though, Amy. Amy on Facebook, she's like, you and Anomaly should tour. I got to get as big as him. He's got millions of followers. Millions. His videos get 127,000 views, 200,000, 300,000 views every video that he does. His live streams have 600 people on them. I'm not there yet. In due time. He's been working at it a really long time, and he deserves all the attention that he gets, so. He definitely is somebody that I look up to in terms of what he's been able to make of his account. So I try to follow his lead. I noticed that he did a lot of live streams. Honestly, one of many reasons why I do so many live streams is because I saw him doing so many live streams. I'm like, this guy is on point. He's doing live streams. I loved watching his videos. Sometimes I'll just play his videos while I like go to sleep or while I'm driving or like while I'm going to the gym or whatever. And I just like listen to the stuff he's talking about to just stay up on it. And it's kind of like a fun delivery of what's going on. So that's what I do. Britt Lamb says, getting to chat with him was cool for you. Yeah, somebody actually recognized me in Utah from Anomaly's live stream. They're like, yo, I recognize you from the Anomaly live stream. And I was like, that's sick. I was like, that's amazing. That is really cool. And yeah, I really like talking to him a lot. I actually have the video saved on my computer, but I never posted it. I never posted it, though. we talked a lot of dicey stuff. So I was like, I don't know, but I probably should post it. My pediatrician's office called the cops because I wouldn't mask. People are stupid. Nessa Palmer says, do you do cameos? So Cameo never accepted me, the clown's shoes, but I have made some cameos on my website on bobbysauce.com. If you go to the top under accessories on bobbysauce.com, under accessories, there's a link that says video message. And that's basically a cameo. I have them at $10, $20, $30, $50. It's a personalized video message. Obviously the higher the donation amount, the longer I make it. But yeah, it's under accessories and video message on bobbysauce.com. Thanks, Alexis, for the badge. Appreciate it. Can you give me a show to watch? I don't know. I don't know what show to watch. I would watch the Liberty Report, the Ron Paul Liberty Report, or watch Flecka's. Flecka's Talks is pretty awesome. Dancing Spirit says, I found you through that live stream with Anomaly. That's amazing. I love that. People are insane. They threw my friend off a plane because her 26-month-old wouldn't put a mask on. Yikes. It's real dumb. Some white rabbit asked me, is Ron not the man we thought? I don't know. I got to do more research about Big Ron to Santa Claus. I got to look into that. I heard that today and I was like, that ain't good. That's the thing about these headlines is like, you got to look further into it. It's like Big Ron has done lots of great things and like these people are not perfect. So it's just like, I got to believe that like he wouldn't do that, but I don't know. What's the circumstance? Maybe he did. I don't know. None of these people are perfect. They're doing the best that they can. So I got to find out. I have to do some more research about it and see what all he did and see if it makes sense to me. And that's all we can ask for. Big Ron is the man. My dad, Chooks says, my dad's B-Day was a week ago. Can I get a cute sauce message? Yeah, just send me a DM, Chooks. You're always in here chatting. Just send me a DM, bro, and tell me what you want me to say. Just tell me his name and what I can say to joke about it. Just send me a DM, dude. This juice thing caught me off guard. Can just give it like, what the hell? Jesse CT6, Ron lost me with the mosquitoes. Those mosquitoes, as far as I understand, as being a resident of Florida, I'm under the impression that what those mosquitoes actually do is they kill lots of the mosquitoes that bite. And by doing that, it actually kills off because once a mosquito mates with those mosquitoes, they both die or something like that. And it makes it so there's less mosquitoes in the area. I'm not against technology. Like, it sounds bad, but if you were a resident of Florida, this is not something that they don't do. They've done this a number of different times. When I first moved to Florida, there were these bugs. I think they were called love bugs. Let me look it up. Love bugs. I believe that's what they were called. Maybe not love bugs. I forget what they were called in Florida. Maybe it's love bugs, Florida. Let's see. Yeah. So I believe it was love bugs, but I don't know. But when I first got to Florida, there was a week in March where there would be these crazy bugs that would die everywhere. And there would be bug carcasses all over the place. And I don't believe they had the ability to bite, but there was just all these crazy bugs everywhere. And like, they'd be on the tables at restaurants and all over the beach and they were everywhere. And they were releasing these love bugs to like mate with the other ones and kill them all off. And like, ever since I've lived here, it happened the first couple of years that I was here. And now I've been here 11 years and I've never seen them again, or I've never seen them at that degree. So are all these insects that they're doing that with bad? I don't know, man. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. Like it seems to me like, unless I was to do more research, that I'm not just going to like take the headline and be like, no. So I don't know. I'm not a bug scientist, chooch, bag of cheese. You know what I mean? I don't know. So Nicole, I've never been bitten by a mozzie. Yo, be careful with words like that. They're coming for you. All right. I'm jealous. They love me. Yo, all right, I'm gonna go. It's like 12. It's like 12:30. I'm already on here longer than I thought that I was gonna be. I've done about an hour and 40 minutes. So I'm going to take off. Yo, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm much appreciate it. My mom lived in Key West and they would tell stories about palmetto bugs. So a palmetto bug is just another word for a roach. So a palmetto bug is just like a flying cockroach. So anyhow, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for the people that bought some merch in the store. I appreciate you very much. Thanks to everybody that bought the badges. Alexis Pickett, Jake Cook 11, Christian Locke Amy, Katie Eldon 5, Megan Hayward, Ryan Big Ray Fozzie, Fufu Mal, Ocean Blue, Sean 87 Callahan, Chooks Official, OKO5, and Jillian Kelly 3. Thank you guys so much for the support. I appreciate it so very much. BobbySauce.com is the place. If you like this video, please consider sharing it. If you don't follow me on YouTube, please go follow me on YouTube, youtube.com/BobbySausalito. Please give me a follow there. I'm about to hit 2,000 followers. I'm so close, you bags of cheese. I'm at 1.99K. I need like 5 more people to follow me on YouTube before I hit 2,000. Go give me a follow, you bag of cheese. If you don't already follow me on Facebook, please follow me there as well. Much love. Thank you so much. If you like this live stream and you thought it was valuable, please consider sharing it or sending it to other people. I'm about to post it on the gram after I get off here. Thank you guys so much for the love. I very much appreciate it, and I very much appreciate you. I will see you